Hello everyone, welcome to Elliott Wave Forecast.com YouTube channel. My name is Henry Lau and today is Wednesday, January the 30th, 2019. The time is around 4 a.m. GMT. For today, we will be looking at the chart of gold. Now this is a follow-up video. I made a video last week about gold and I mentioned in that video, and also I wrote an article, 2 articles about gold, and you can check out in our website if you want to read it. It is a pretty good read. I mentioned in the previous video that I was showing this chart last time. This is the weekly chart of gold, and I mentioned that as far as gold still remains within this channel here from 2011, what looks like a bearish channel here, gold can still consolidate and going up and down within, this long consolidation, like a 5-7 years consolidation. But I did mention that if gold is able to break decisively, which we did, that means gold already broke out of this bearish channel, and not only that, it is able to close above this ascending channel as well from 2015 low. That's a very good development for the bulls, right? And I mentioned that if we do get a break, we can retest last year's high, 2018 high, which is 1360, which is the next target over there. And then if we do get a break above there, that's even more significant, because then we can go to 1700 very quickly by measuring the neckline to the head here, and then projecting it from the point of the break. We can get the next sort of swing target on the upside. Now today we're gonna take a look at the shorter cycle of gold. Okay, so again, we do get a break finally. This is what we are waiting for. And if we look at the 1 hour chart now, this is a 1 hour chart of gold. We are looking for more upside in gold. You can see in the rally from 1276, this is the low that we got from last week, January 21st, and this is also the low here. This is likely going to hold, and gold can keep extending higher from here. All right, so you see in the rally is impulsive, clearly impulsive. 1 2 3 4 5, right? That's an impulse, and we can get a pullback. Okay, we can get a pullback. We have a Fed's meeting, okay, on Wednesday, so they might say something that cause US dollar to strengthen a little bit, but structure wise, we are looking for the upside in gold as far as it stays above the last week's low at 1276. Again, the next target easily can be retesting this 1360 next. All right, so this is the daily chart. I put down the count here. You can see the decline to last week. We label it as a wave 4. So if you look at the daily chart, this is last week's low, wave 4. So now we are in the wave 5, but if you look at the overall structure coming up from August of last year, this is an impulse. So I mentioned this in the previous video as well last week, right, on gold, that again, if it does break above 1300, and this can become a nest 1 2 1 2, that's exactly what we got right now. We got 1 2, and then now we are within the wave 3 only, right? Now so this is a pretty impulsive looking structure here. Now these 5 waves here, we are calling this a wave 1 of 5. If this is a wave 1 of 5, that means the pullback should hold above this wave 4 and then extends higher in a wave 3 of 5, right? What will be in the alternate? Well, the alternate is the following. The alternate is, instead of wave 1 of 5 here, we end with 5 in red here. Right? So instead of wave 1 of 5, this 5 waves up could end with 5 here. So if that is the case, then we already end with 3 over here, right? We already end with 3, and in that scenario, in the alternate scenario, okay, then that means I'm going to copy this here. Then that means in the alternate scenario, then that means this pullback potentially can even go back to 1276, right? Because a wave 4, it is a wave 4 here if that's the case. So it's not really this invalidation level is not relevant anymore if this is a wave 4 in blue. As you can see in the daily chart, if this is a wave 4 in blue, technically nothing suggests it should not break below this last week's low, right? Technically it can break below it and still be bullish, right? It can do something like this, for example. So it can pull back in 3 waves in the wave 4 and still be bullish for more upside, right? So that will be in the alternate. But if we look at this channel here, if we look at this trend line analysis here, what looks more probable is that, what looks more probable to me, looks like we likely will not break last week's low, right? Because it breaks out of the channel, and so I am expecting any pullback from here. Even if we retest the channel again, the point of the breakout, I think we can get support from there and then extend higher again. So therefore, going back to the 1 hour chart, if we do get a pullback, and probably because the Fed says something, right, and makes the US dollar getting strong a little bit, this pullback, if let's say we assume a 50% correction, that will give us, now I don't know, I mean, we can still make a marginal high here, it doesn't matter, right? So let's say we ended the with 5 here, with 5 in blue. A 50% is going to bring us back to 1295, right? 1295. 50% to 61.8% retracement is going to bring us back to 1290 to 1295, and that area over here looks like, if you look at this breakout here, it looks to me that's the area where we can retest that channel again, right? We can retest that channel again, which is possible. I won't discount that possibility, right? We can retest the channel only to find support and then rally again afterwards, right? Now don't try to sell it though, right? Because clearly we are bullish. You can see we don't recommend anybody to trade against the right side stem, and there is a reason for this instruction here, because if the trend is, we believe if the trend is higher and you're trying to pick the top, for example, and trying to sell, most of the time you can get run over, because the trend can always extend as much as it wants, and counter trend is always weaker than the trend, right? Now even this pullback, for example, can be a weak pullback and then just do a minor small pullback and then go higher again, for example, right? So so that's what we're looking for in gold. We are looking for the upside, continues to get support. Any pullback is going to find support in 3711 swing against last week's low for the upside, and we are looking for gold to quickly retest 1360, which is last year's high, and then if we can get a decisive break above it, that's when the fireworks is going to happen, and we can get a really nice move if that really can happen in gold. But I suspect first try is not going to be able to break it right away, and we're going to consolidate again once we retest last year's high over here. Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you want to get a regular update on Elliott Wave as well as following us in the live session, so I do this type of analysis every day in the live trading room and also live session. You can try our service. We have a 14 days free trial. The link is provided in the description. Okay, thanks very much and see you all again tomorrow.